Hope everyone is doing fine. I'm up early today. Oh, I'm telling you, uh, big difference. What a difference a day makes. It does. Because yesterday I couldn't get going for some reason. I just couldn't get going. I stayed in the bed all day. Every time I got up, I felt like I was going to fall out. I was so tired. I don't know why. I hate when I wake up tired. So that means my sleep, I did not get a restful sleep. And at my age, it's a big difference from having a restful sleep and a good sleep. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. But what I woke up thinking about was, all that stuff that's going on in D.C. with all the military and National Guard and that administration claims that they are going to fight crime. They think they could do a better job than what the people is doing that lives there, that been there, that grew up there, that know what's going on, and know that the reason why it's crime like it is because of the government in people's business and making things worse for people. They won't give them a better job. They won't give them better wages. They won't give them better housing. Okay, just like them. If they didn't have the jobs they had or the beginnings that they had, they would be doing the same thing. Okay? And then the stupid people that I hear on there, especially when see a black person on there talking about, well, it's a good thing that they're here because it needs to be cleaned up. If they wanted to fight crime, if they wanted to stop crime, they would put resources in there, not the military. Everybody looks for a fast fix. Now, this um, criminal activity been simmering for a long time. They have been dealing with gangs since the 60s. And you have to understand, and you have to look at it. You're talking about Washington, D.C., where all of the, hi, Brianna, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine, fine, fine. This beautiful morning. You would think today's first day of my school. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Well, you be safe out there. Always be aware of your surroundings and learn all that you can. Learn more than you can. More than they're going to teach you. Stay in the library. Oh, why is it dark? Well, yeah, it's still dark out. Yeah, they said the sun's not going to rise till 6:50, I think. Yeah. Um, I love to get up this time of the morning. It's so nice and peaceful, and you hear the birds singing and fresh. East Perry, Missouri. Okay. Missouri. Yeah, that's I've heard a lot of good things about Missouri. And I know people are going to say bad things about any community that's Democrat. I'm going to go get my phone charger. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a fight on our hands. That is the first thing we should be focusing on to stop criminality is the schools. I live in Texas. Okay, Texas. Aspen, hello. Hi. Um, I hope you weren't caught up in that flood they was having there. That's I can't. I never been in a flood. I'm at 10%. Oh, okay. Well, 10% gonna go down so fast. Um, that was happened to me the other day. I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was like we on low battery mode. Let me see. I was talking about two things at one time. Yeah, I've never been in a flood, but my apartment flooded because they was working on building another apartment building next to mine, and a water uh, broke. A water pipe broke, and it flooded our apartment. And I'm telling you, it was. I woke up and stepped in water, so I could just imagine. I mean, I know it's traumatic to go through a flood, and it's bad when you lose life. Oh, especially the children. But I'll be back. I'm going to pause the live. Okay, okay, all right, Brianna. Um, yeah, need to be focusing on the schools. They are just I am so tired of hearing stupid. And I know these media is really getting on my nerves because it's always hello, Ahmad. That's crazy. Yeah. um, it's just clickbait. All they got to do is put in Trump, Epstein, um, Putin, or you just put those names in the headline and people gonna click on it, and they know that. And that's how they stay in business. The more clicks they get, and it's a shame that people are playing with people's feelings and emotions like that. But getting back to DC and what they're doing, they're not trying to fight crime. They just want to make people's lives miserable, especially the black and brown people. And I wish they would just fight fight fire with fire. It's a psychological warfare that smart people would take heed to, and they should already know every move he's getting ready to make. They talked about that Project 2020 for the whole 8-9 months, They got the blueprint of every move he's going to make. They should already be ready for it. And see, when you have these idiots in the political arena, you, what can you do? What are you doing today? Just talking? Oh, well, I am doing some talking. Yep. And also, I got a project I got to work on, and I am writing a book. And this book is about being brand new, because I'm always talking about being brand new, and we have to be brand new, because we have to change course, because these people in place, they know, they done studied us too long. We've been doing the same thing. We've been saying the same thing. Just talking. I'll be back. Okay. Just talking and doing the same thing, marching, protesting. Um, they're immune to that, because they know that's only going to last too long. That's because we are creatures of habit, and they've already got our habit. See, they so busy. They pay people to study us. They pay people to observe us and spy on us. We are so blind and crabs in a barrel that we are easily. I'm going to the bed, have my phone shut, then come back to watch you live. Okay, all right, Brianna, thank you. Uh, that we would sit up and let them come into our house and spy on us and spy on relatives. But we don't do that, because we really are scared little small-minded people. And the reason why we're like that is because of our background. We was raised by small people, minded people. I love your headband. Thank you. Thank you. I thought that was kind of cute. It was a necklace, and I said, let me put this on my head. See what? Yeah. And cause see, I was raised by parents that came from the South, fifth grade education, but they moved up. They made it. I have chickens there. Reminds there's oh wow, hey, that's nice. I was hearing about I was just looking at a show that was a documentary talking about the chickens that they be serving. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. From what when I was raised, see, I feel sorry for you young ones. When I was coming out, we only had like maybe 5 places you can go get chicken. Now you got thousands. Where's all these chickens coming from? The world's smallest chicken. And I ride horses too. Oh, you just living the life. I'm stuck in the city. And that's another thing. That's what's wrong with our children too. Most of these kids grow up, never see a live chicken, probably never see a horse or a cow. Oh, our poor children. Oh, like I was saying, when I was growing up, you had a few places to go buy fast food chicken. I was riding a horse one day, and my great grandma my grandma's house, and then I ran into a pine cone. There was a treat. I scratched all my neck and like underneath my eye. Oh, you survived, and I know it's fine. Some of us would never ride a horse. They just they treat our kids so bad, and these parents, they need our help. They need help. They really do, to give their kids a nice upbringing. You you see, actually, we do see lots of live chicken on something called Google. Oh, okay. Oh, some stupid chickens. I call them stupid chickens. Yeah, it's a shame. Oh, he doesn't go outside. Wow. Mm. What is this channel about, Michael? Oh, it's about me talking about what I see on the internet and just talking how people we need to realize that we are in a psychological warfare, and people are using our own hopes and dreams against us and pitting we each other. I'm okay. He just hurt really bad. Oh, yeah. Because never when did we talk to each other like that. You had your you have your people that's going to say horrible things. We've had bullies since school been in, but it's on such a large scale, and people that you don't even know is bullying you. You read the Bible? Okay. What part of the Bible do you like? You like the First Testament or the Last Testament? We're at Jesus' death. I dye my hair today. You're dyeing your hair today? Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, it's really painful to see what's going on in society as a whole. And then they always show you always the terrible stuff that goes on. They don't show the good stuff enough. Unless it's some sports. No, it's not a headband. It's a necklace. Um, just one question: where did you get your headband? No, it's not a headband. It's a necklace that was big enough, just big enough to fit on my head. Oh my God, I didn't see the necklace. It's so pretty. Oh, thank you. Uh, what is I just want us to have something nice and pleasant to
that you encountered. The depth of the vitriol surprised you?
um
Shocked me, actually. I was ready to say.
to hear and see. That's why, when you get up in the morning, get your day started. Oh, it's nice and pleasant. And then you have to go out and you have to mingle around people that probably didn't have a good morning or a good night. I got to go. I'm going to sleep. I stop. Okay. All right. Well, you have a good. I hope you have a good restful sleep. Uh, what I notice is putting on something real pleasant, like maybe some rain sounds or something that would get your mind off of the ins and outs of the day and just let your mind just mellow out. And they always talk, all they do is talk about Trump, Trump, Trump. He, we already know the man is not smart enough to be making these moves. It's somebody else that is making these moves. He's just the front man. And they keep talking about his approval rating. So what? He's still president. He did this. Okay, he's still president. Now you're talking about, now they want to say, oh, now he wants to get rid of the mail-in ballots. And then they want to get rid of the, why don't they just come out and say the man wants to cheat? They knew he was a cheater when they hired the man. They knew he was a criminal when they hired him. Why do we have to go through this? Why we're not talking about how to survive? Because no matter what he do, he's still president. They still sucking up to him. Now, why in the world would anybody want to cheat for him? What is they scared of? Don't cry. Don't be sad. It's okay. On the balcony, Baba, I'm going to go back to bed, be live in the morning tomorrow. We're in the afternoon or at the dark. Okay. All right. I definitely will. Don't cry. Don't be sad. It's okay. You try. You are correct. The only thing that made me cry really a couple of days ago when I heard about that woman getting shot and killed at the bus stop in Louisville, Kentucky. That, oh, because I've been talking about the kids going back to school and all this stuff, and this poor woman just walking to the bus stop. And I want to say something, and I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings, but when that woman got shot at the bus stop, just a few days before the woman got killed, if that had been me, there's no way in the world I would have went back to that bus stop. There's no way in the world I would have took my child to that bus stop. Because to me, that was a sign of what's to come. I would have had to think, do you have a job? Yes, I have a job. I love those pictures, things, the pictures bring behind you. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, I have a job. Uh-huh. I work from home. Okay. Thank you for asking. Um, yes. I would have made arrangements. God loves you. And I love my higher power too. I'm telling you, I have a very personal relationship with my higher power because I have seen the glory. I don't even want to talk about it because it's too personal, and Um, I don't want to sound bragging or anything, because that's one thing I know. I have one judge, and that judge knows my heart, my motivation. Because, see, that's what you are judged on. If you look at it, your motivation. You know, that's why when you go to court, they always try to figure out, well, why did you do it? You know, oh, especially that crime of passion. Now, that I'm not too well. In my opinion, I don't believe in crime of passion. I don't believe, because you know what? Oh, did I sound defensive? Well, no, I didn't mean to sound defensive, but it did kind of sound like you're trying to say she must don't have a job because I'm on here or something. I don't know. I mean, I would do the same thing if I'm sitting here and we're talking and you ask, do you have a job? Well, yes, I have a job. Everybody has to have a job. You can't just live without a job. I mean, without some money coming in. So no matter if I'm working or getting a check, you need some money to live. It was a simple question. Yes. Um, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just I just answered questions that way, that I feel that's intrusive. That's all. But we're working on take it. Don't take things personal, and that is something that we have to work on every day of our lives, because people will say stuff, and and a person might not answer it, or um, say what you want them to say. So don't take it personal. I didn't take it personal. You asked me about, do I have a job? I just felt like, it was just uh, out the blue. You know, you don't know me. I don't know you. Why you want to know, do I have a job? That's all. And if it came out like a defense, uh, I can't help it. That's just how I am. I forgot what I was talking about. But we gotta keep it real every day in our life. Oh yes, you said a God loves you, and I was talking about how the judge, like when you go to court, that crime of passion. I believe that it's something in you that would make you react that way. And the most crime of passion that they get away with is if they find their husband in the bed with a woman, and you kill the husband or the woman, and they call that a crime of passion. You supposed to get away with that? I don't think so. Because for one thing, it's a sign that you think that person is your possession. But like I said, the Almighty Judge does judge us on our motivation. What motivates us to go out there and do what we do? It's not the thing that we do, but it's what motivates us to do it. If you look at that with all of your political leaders or activists, because we have a lot of people that get in politics just for the money and the fame. They would say some crazy stuff just to get on TV. Because the more you're on TV, the more followers you'll get. And the more followers you get, the more money you're going to get. Okay, bye bye, Brianna. Have a good sleep. Uh, yeah. And it's two demographics we are not paying enough attention to: our young ones and our elderly. Them are the two most important demographics that we are not paying attention to, because the elderly help us with their experience, but the elderly are being in, I will, you too, okay, are being frightened. And then society is not letting them tell the truth. And these young ones are scary. You're scared to talk to them because they will shoot you for no reason. Uh, and and when you hear about these young ones beating up an 80-year-old or 90-year-old, you're like, oh my goodness, what? Never. How do you do that? The same thing is when you hear about them beating up a 3-year-old to death. How do you beat a 3-year-old to death? How do you do that? When your fist is almost big as their head. How? See, we're focusing too much on Trump and his minions, and they want us to do that. They want us to take the focus off of us, improving our lives, our communities, because they run on death, they run on destruction, they run on crime. They can't run on it's good, they doing good, they living good. They can't run on that because it's not in them, because they was raised to look at the brown and black people as dirt. They was raised to hate anybody that make under $40,000. They was raised in um, neighborhoods where black people move in there. Oh, they go to neighborhood, and then the black people want to move in these white neighborhoods instead of building up their neighborhood. So that too, right, just makes you make them feel inferior, where that is the biggest lie ever told. They're not inferior. They just have more money. And that's it. That's it. That's why we need to tell the truth. They're not inferior. That's why you will not hear me use that simple racist word, supremacy. It's not supremacy. These are just hateful, jealous, rich people that think they are privileged because they have more money, which they do. Because most of us, we can't go out and get 2 or 3 speeding tickets and then go down there and pay it with no ease, no worries. We get a speeding ticket. That might be our electric bill. And then we are the most police. Uh, and the reason why they do it is because we let them, because we keep going out there committing the crimes. We go to jail for years for nothing. We are committing the simplest, stupidest crimes. And then we're getting killed for the stupidest, simplest crime. You're running from the police and then run into a brick wall, and the car explodes and you're dead. For what? For what? They don't think about what that does to their family. Now that 17-year-old can't grow up to help his mother when she get older, or help his grandmother. They don't think about that. My grandmother needs me. My mother needs me. My aunt needs me to drive her to the store. They don't think about stuff like that because we're not taught to think like that. These kids are now raised in a home. Either they raised in a home that they are treated like shit, or they're raised in a home that spoils them so bad that if you don't give them their phone, they'll kill you. What are we doing? Whatever we're doing, we need to stop. That's why I say we need to be brand new. We need to turn around. And I know everybody's not going to do that, maybe not even one person, but I'm going to talk about it because I grew up in a time where I grew up in a family that we did not um, black. We did not, I didn't even know racism existed. We wasn't taught who the enemy was. We wasn't taught about racism. And really, until Roots came around, we really didn't even know how bad it was. Because for one thing, we didn't hear about it in school. My family didn't talk about it. And they came from the deep south. I'm talking about you would go down there and the roads weren't even paved. They were still living in, look like slave holders. I mean, and I see now, because of that, that's why they was able to bring in crack, all these drugs, and decimate a whole family, a whole neighborhood. Once the family go, the neighborhood goes. And we still don't have a black news station. That's why when stuff happen in a black neighborhood, you have the white people go in there. They don't show all the protection that they have when they go in the neighborhood. And they only gonna put on TV what they want to put on TV. And these people have to get on there and say, they can't really say what they want to say. They can't really get on there and say, well, stop the violence. Oh, how many times you gonna say that? Or um, put the guns down. I never thought it would happen to me. Why you not on a black news station or a black YouTube station? Just I wish they would stop talking to her. But see, they have all the information. They can find out where you live and your name, and they got all the connections. We don't have the connections. That's why we are so disconnected. When are we going to start being who we are and tell the truth? Live the truth. We are not like them. We are not like them. We need to stop trying to be like them and start concentrating on us. This is not the 1800s. This is not 1960. This is 2025. Why are we still acting like we did in the 1800s? And it's so strange. It's so funny how they can just do anything, say anything, and then you have black people actually supporting a racist and a criminal. At the same time, he's trying to destroy the, the black people. That's why I say you still have people acting like it's the 1800s. They have literally bought their freedom. In other words, they have bought their position to be in the white um, in the white vicinity. They think they are immune from the white privilege. I mean, when you see them up there standing next to a known racist criminal that have been known to hate black people, and you standing next to him, praising him, you have bought your freedom. You think you're better than the other black people. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. We're gonna have to be brand new, brand new. We have to look brand new. We have to talk brand new. We have to live our life brand new. We are not descendants of slaves. We have to start putting that history back on them because they started that mess. I know they're going to say, well, black people had slaves. Yes. Black people sold people into slavery. Yes. But now y'all want to try to act like we deserve it? No. 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 And we have to act like warriors and act like, no, we did not just lay there and take that. We had a lot of us that retaliated, that uprose, that fought. They don't want to talk about that. And then when people say, oh, that gets on my nerves when people will say, oh, well, they rather be a slave than be dead. Maybe some thought that. Yeah. Like you have people now, rather be a token than live moderately. They rather go work in the white man's building downtown to make good money than work downtown and live in a modest house. That's just the way it is. Same thing. But I know one thing. I do know that it was a lot of us. I'd rather be dead than be your slave. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day.